the most important statistic in this game. You're talking about a great shooting team in the San Antonio Spurs, and so they are at a disadvantage.
Not expected to play, as he will get rest on this, the back end of a back-to-back for San Antonio. Shot clock all the way down to 3. Rubio takes it and makes it. Pierto from Argentina, a guy that Greg Popovich never heard of till he saw Team USA play the Argentinian team.
Karl Anthony Towns, arguably two of the best shooting bigs in the NBA.
Towns with the block, sends it out of bounds, but that will be. Wolves able to get the rebound though, so no worse for wear. Levine for 3, drills it.
Zach hit a huge 3-line
contusion, which had cost him the 2 games prior to Milwaukee. Rubio to Wiggins! Oh, flying through the air! La Provitola in the lane, able to drop it through. He has 5 players waiting at the scorer's table as he's not happy with the start he's seen out of his group to begin the game. Towns gets the Wolves for San Antonio. Mills, David Lee into the game, as is Dwayne Dedman, who played really well last night to begin this game, including 0 for 4 from downtown. Rubio, no-look feed to Gorgui Dieng, and 1. Make an impact against San Antonio.
8-3 run since Pop went to his wholesale lineup, hockey lineup, and Zach Levine knocks down a triple. 1. Just a few plays here and there through the body of the game, and it's a different outcome.
Simmons throws up a wild shot and is able to respond different. He's like, you know, if I show somebody a drill and it helps their team, they're probably not going to win a championship because of that drill. The Wolves have gone cold. Mills.
You see Patty Mills off the dribble.
Long 2 try for Chris Dunn. Levine breaking down Patty Mills, pulls up, drills the jumper. A beat without Tim Duncan. Chris Dunn spins, feeds, Aldridge lays it in. I think that Tom Thibodeau said today that makes Greg Popovich such a great coach. Aldridge underneath, no. Shabazz offensive rebound, yes! What makes him so genius is that he's able to recognize what the strengths of his personnel is, and he changes his coaching to adjust to his personnel. Leonard got the screen from Gasol, and
isolation is not great though. It's under 1. It's about 7.75, which is pretty low when you think about him playing in isolation. His power, like he scores a lot that way, but he's not the most efficient.
Chris Dunn drills it from downtown. Really been a big positive from Minnesota of late. Gasol. Muhammad unable to get it to go, but there for the putback. 7 points. His career and season high is only 10. Towns putting it on the floor, attacking, misses, but Gorgui Dieng right there while Towns takes a seat on the baseline.
It's not great for the player who falls into that camera.
No,
either, by the way.
Not great for anybody.
Kawhi Leonard's body controls.
Rubio strips him of it and then comes away with the basketball. He's got Gorgui Dieng with him. Leaves it for Gorgui and the stop! They rightly called it a loose ball foul. That's the side out for San Antonio. Leonard.
He does a good job of helping Andrew Wiggins by shrinking the floor, but
2% now as that number drops, so has the lead. Kawhi Leonard leans in. Levine, step back jumper, drills it. Wolves needed it. They're a solid third quarter against the Spurs. Not a great start as they get the miss on their first try. Aldridge turns around and drills it.
You don't want to psychologically sit there and pound your team as a coach about third quarters, but you got to be efficient. That's the corner. If Gorgui is going to make a 3, that's the corner he makes it in. Ball game in Charlotte in overtime with huge 3-point shots.
He's hit a few big 3-point shots in his career now, and a huge 3-point shot last year in a game at Washington.
Streak on this road trip.
Leonard intercepts the pass. Finds La Provitola for a long two. Dridge couldn't drop it through. Mills hits Green, trailing the play, and Danny Green. A bit of that could be age, though. Leonard's got 4 years on.
Oh, there's no question.
Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins in 4 years probably going to have a few more pounds of muscle packed on.
All wasn't able to get a screen on Jonathan Simmons that time. It's really incumbent upon the point guard to wait for the screen. It's Kawhi Leonard. Again, one of those.
Leonard's already up to 20 points in the game. Has led the Spurs in scoring in 16 of their 21 contests this season. And
left shoulder turn.
Towns couldn't come up with the offensive rebound. Mills able to hold on to it for San Antonio. David Lee.
See Bertans tonight.
Got ejected last night. David Lee, an offensive rebound, kicks it out. Patty Mills, all kinds of daylight. Doesn't matter anyway, as Aldridge back taps it to Dunn. Bielitsa back to Dunn. He'll try it from the free throw line and drill it.
And we get into a shooting area that he felt comfortable.
7-second differential here, shot and game clock. Mills. That was a tough teardrop. Simmons out of the corner, drills the three ball.
He threw a bullet next to him. Hard to handle. Good take.
Yeah, really strong take by Chris Dunn.
He was able to get through the defense and get up to the backboard.
Dunn a career high 13 points tonight. He's been efficient, 5 of 6 shooting the basketball. But
actually, that's a vertical stack that, and Chris gets right to the rim. He's got 13 in the game.
Bielitsa out of the corner. Our home games. San Antonio, meantime, trying to get to 13-0 on the road, and that will help their cause.
Shooter, if you stay lined up with the defender, it's going to be a deflection or it's going to be an interception. Nice execution.
You mentioned it a moment ago. Karl Anthony Towns' drought hasn't scored since the first quarter. Now he's back in the game. See if they can get him involved.
They shoot a high percentage. They move the basketball. They get your defense moving from side to side. They get you into mismatches.
Levine out of the corner. 7% chance of winning that game. And got it to the win column. Leonard. That's not going to help. Comes up with the rebound. 12 boards in the game for Towns. Levine. The finish against Gasol.
Out of the way for the next guy who's going to penetrate.
Mills. Shot clock all the way down. Leonard lets it fly and drills it. His season high is 35. Mills has Green.
Explosive, and you got Russell Westbrook with Oklahoma City. These guys kind of kill you softly.
Wolves live right after tonight's game. Back downstairs to David.
Chicago, and that's coming up on Thursday in Chicago. Levine breaking out for the dunk. Kind of thought coming to the arena tonight the Wolves might be catching the Spurs at a good time without Parker, and then you find out the resting Ginobili. They had all they could handle last night. They could handle last night against Milwaukee. But this is just a gritty, well-coached, veteran Spurs team. Pau Gasol did his part tonight. And a guy like La Provitola out of Argentina. I mean, you know, their international scouting department has been fantastic for years. All they do is bring in players. Second away from it, and there it is. San Antonio making 13-0 on the road. The Timberwolves fall to 6-15.